time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34. He told us he wanted to have a big game running the football. He predicted well north of 100 yards. That's a heck of a start.
And we thought he was just blustering, right? We thought he was just kind of talking and trying to maybe talk himself into it. He knew something, and now that confidence is going sky high.
And they're already in plus territory. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a play fake. Wentz out to his left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Smith. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Daniil Hunter showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on 1st down. They try and throw it, take a sack on 2nd down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on 3rd down?
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, They really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Eddie Goldberg.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
At the 21-yard line.
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. First down, they'll run with Chubb. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Score the point after.
Everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Wentz now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Rams 3.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. To throw is Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Gain of 13 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they weren't successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
What's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact at all. On to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Julio Jones, incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Wentz. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he's He's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. A first down carry for Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. On the ground, this is Smith. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Smith trying to run for it. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Wentz. Dancing, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Carson Wentz in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
Rams 13, Vikings 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with it back. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. from the right hash. This from 53. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 and the 42.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This off over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
4-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 4. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Julio Jones, 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to make It's a close game again. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Rams 16, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
The kicker on.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Chubb complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw here. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Rams 23, Vikings 14.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
On the carry.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they score touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run. Chubb. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here. And now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. They begin with a run by Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Los Angeles.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Wentz took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A slant to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Flush to his right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
At the 26-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
24-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. For Nick Chubb, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Watts is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
From a
defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. So that'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Game on the line. Season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Tonight.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation to maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.